Today we will focus on your assessments for Week 3, word recognition, spelling, writing, and fluency. Assessments that will be administered this week include the Dolch word list or essential words, qualitative spelling checklist, multidimensional scale for fluency, and running records. Word recognition is the ability of a reader to recognize written words correctly and virtually effortlessly. It is sometimes referred to as isolated word recognition because it entails a reader's ability to recognize words individually from a list, for example, without the benefit of surrounding words for contextual help. We know that a predictor of learning to read for children is rapid recognition of the names of the letters of the alphabet. The word rapid is important because fast, accurate performance means that a task has not only been mastered, but that the learner has achieved a level of automaticity for that task. If a student can recognize a word automatically without consciously applying word attack skills, we say that the student has automaticity. This is what we want to achieve with sight words. Effortless word recognition is essential for fluent reading. In order to achieve fluency, teachers help learners acquire, by repeated exposure, a large bank of sight words of the more frequently encountered words and by word analysis, a bank of the less familiar and more difficult words. If the difficult words are encountered frequently in the learner's reading, these too will become sight words. The assessments you are administering this week include the Dolch word list. If you are working with a student who is in grades 2 through 3, either ask the student to read the list of sight words provided for you, or you may choose to put them on flashcards. Use the essential words if you are working with a student in grades 4 through 10. The essential words are survival words that students need to know. You may administer either the original list or the updated list. Why is it important to assess sight words? Because students need a good sight word vocabulary in order to comprehend the text that they read. Students who struggle with word recognition are less able to concentrate on meaning. Sight words such as the, was, saw, and there have irregular spellings and are best learned through memorization. These words make up a large portion of the text found in children's reading materials as well as our daily lives. There are many websites with games and other activities that you can access if your student or future students need help with sight words. Google sight words and you will be amazed at how many sites there are. Next, we'll transition to another essential component of reading, fluency. Sight words play a major role in fluency. Automaticity, being able to recognize words instantly, is one of the components of fluency. The other components of fluency are rate, prosody, and expression. Punctuation is related but not a component of fluency. Students must take notice of punctuation as they read. Informal assessments of fluency include checklists, running records, miscue analysis, and rubrics. You may administer one or more of these measures in your teaching practice. Fluency affects comprehension in a profound way. If the student is struggling to decode words, they are not able to concentrate on meaning. Slower readers are unable to read as much material as fast readers. Take this into consideration when making reading assignments for several students or a classroom. The running record assesses oral reading skills of text that could be found in your classroom. If you have had little experience with running records, you are advised to get a lot of practice before your session with your student. If you think you will need more practice, it will be beneficial to you if you can get friends or family members to allow you to take running records with them. Have them make some mistakes on purpose so that you will have the opportunity to mark different kinds of errors. Please remember that an emergent reader or writer is not necessarily a young child. There are many older students and adults who are emergent readers and writers. As you continue to administer assessments, remember that many students believe that reading fast equals reading well. If you feel that the student you are assessing is reading too fast, ask him or her to slow down. Spelling is an important literacy skill related to reading and writing. A common misconception is that good readers are also good spellers. This is not always true. We assess spelling in order to see where the student is developmentally. Informal assessments help educators determine where the students fall on the path to proficiency. With that information, teachers can scaffold the students' efforts to become conventional spellers. Students progress through several stages in learning to become conventional spellers. There are many variations of these stages by several different experts in the field. The one in your textbook is by Bear and colleagues. You will also find that the early stages of spelling and writing are similar. Consider these statements for closure. Recognizing words with automaticity, reading fluently with an appropriate rate, prosody, and expression, and learning to apply spelling conventions all contribute to proficiency with the written word.